Hi everyone, this is Cory here, and this is a new episode for my devlog of Multiplication Mayhem. I haven't done this for a while, so but let's jump in. And what I will do today, I've worked on Multiplication Mayhem. If you are not familiar with it, then this is a game where I creating for originally to help my daughter to practice multiplication, but it's grown out from that idea and it's become a high octane puzzle platformer, narrative driven one. And today I will try to integrate this I will integrate this new screen, which is the animal selector or buff selector. It has it will show all the available animals, and by clicking on them you can see details on the animals, and all this is how you see is done through UI builder of the UI toolkit in Unity. So let's get to it, really. I may have to set up a couple of things, how I see. Okay, we have classes here, but I need, buttons as well. So the first round, what I will set up all the animals. Everything what is possible is done with events and with scriptable objects. I try to kind of restrict myself to use only those technologies as much as possible. And then I think I need some IDs on these animal 1, 2, 3, 4, because right now the names is all of these are animals. So first I will just add numbers behind these, so I can actually address them by name. I'm not sure if I will use by name or with class. I will see it how I do on that respect. Oh, it's probably didn't update because it's only updates if I actually navigate away from it, which is a weird way Unity did this. Or if I hit enter, really. That's the two ways to make sure the change is actually happening. Okay, I don't have that many, don't worry. So I guess most of you are partying right now, so not many people will watch it live, and it's kind of was a unscheduled one. However, usually many people watching it after. But we will see. So if I have IDs on them, and so the plan first, make sure I have the different animals in, then load them in as a first step, really. And then depending on which level we are, which level is unlocked, we get the question marks instead of the animals. That's the next level, and after that start to work on the buttons, so able to select it. Or first, yes, able to click through and see the details as well, and then after that assigning the buttons. So plenty to do on this. Not everything will be finished in one sitting. cancel and save button. That's fine. Okay, so I have the numbers. I don't think I need to have separate classes for this, but I will see. I will see these. I think the ID will be enough, but I will see. Okay, so let's save that change. And let's go over to, oops. Let's go over to the main window of Unity. And then let's see. So this is the Buff Selector. I will set the sort order to the top for now because I want to see this on top of everything. So map is 5. So let's set this to 10 for now. Later on, I don't want, oh, okay, even the pose menu is above. But that shouldn't be a problem. So if I run it, I will be able to see. Perfect, okay. Now, Buff Selector, I don't even have a manager for this yet. Okay, let's create one. And I have the scriptable objects. And levels, what levels has, let me just see. So levels has, oh, they have animal ID to connect these. And then animal IDs. Let me see animal. So like the cat. I probably have to rewrite this because this is very, very old. And I did not use it yet. Okay. I have a feeling I moved everything over to buffs, so yeah, those are old icons that I'm not using anymore. They don't look really good. Okay, so these are important information, but the thumbnails are not really the live one. I have to probably rewrite a little bit those. So the animals itself, like let's see the cat, has the name. I will turn off the pose menu or just put this to, I don't know, 100,000? No? Ah, okay. I just had to enter it. So I need the name. Okay, I need both the animal information and the buff information, but because I ended up making the buffs and the animals are one-to-one connected, which was originally, I was planning maybe you can have it differently. I'm not sure I should make a separate one for each, but let me see. So buffs has ID, animals needs to have ID as well. And then the buff name, which would be like that, and then the buff description, and then there is the cooldown effect length, which is these two, type round. Okay, and if 0 it would be instant. If it's let's choose a different one, which like a jump one, it's 56 seconds, and then effect length is 56 also seconds. Should I need a separate type? Cooldown type seconds. Rounds. Yeah, but that's instant. I think the only ones, this is always seconds when it's last for a certain amount of time. It's never for rounds at the moment, or the buffs. Okay, so this is this, but I also need the animal name and the animal description and the animal icon, which was added here in because I ended up originally I planned to have the buffs icons is different from the animals itself, but they are so closely connected right now. They are the same. So I could just add 2 lines here, and then the buffs are actually have the information on the animals. My only worry, what if I do later a change where maybe on a special level or a boss level we have something extra, something different for those animals, like they have a extra power or something. However, that could be still live in the same place and it says boss power or something like that. Okay, so we're keeping it. I probably don't need to use the animals, because if we look on the animals, they also has ID, name, and description. That would be this true. And then animal prefab, which I'm not using because I have the animals already exist in the scene. I'm not generating them through this one when I use them. And also the thumbnail, which is this one, and then a trapped animal thumbnail, which I'm again not using it because I use the question marks instead, and then it connects to the buff. So the connection is 1-to-1. I think I will not use the animals. I just put this information onto the buffs for now. Later on, if needed, I can break that out and place that separately. But I really only using it here. Technically here, this information. And all the dialogue and all the other bits are again separate scenes, not using this information about the animals. So I will be happy with keeping them together on the buffs. But that means I have to slightly alter buffs to allow this information on it. Okay, so let's do that first. Wow, that took me... okay. I opened it, but I opened it the wrong way. Let's open... through there, and then I will click again to open this one. Yeah, because now I'm in the project really. So what I want to add. So I will use the same ID. And I want to add here the animal information on the same section. Okay, let's add it after everything. So public string animal name and animal description. And I said the sprite thumbnail, I'm using the same, like the buff and the animal is technically the same. Okay, for those who haven't seen the game yet, maybe it makes more sense if I actually show what's going on with this. So if I set this 0 and turn it off. So if I go for a multiplication table, then you see these are the buffs, which is represented by the different animals. And if I use them, like I use the ostrich, then it gives me speed buff. Or if I make a mistake and fall down, oh, my hearts are not correct size. I have to watch out for them. Then I will check what's going on there, but it's maybe just I'm on the wrong. Yeah. Well. So when I lost the heart, I can feel if I use the cat, that fills back one of my hearts. But it's broken there. I think it's just if I keep it in 4K, then it should be fine. However, something is I don't like that is actually happening. You see, it's correct now. But why is that incorrect if I go down? One of the reasons because these are not part of that frame. The frame is UI toolkit, but these are just the old style canvas hardbar. Okay, I have to make sure this works. Okay, I will double check it because one of the users sent me a photo where the size of that was wrong. So I will double check this, why this could happen. It's probably some kind of canvas settings on there. Scale with screen size. So the hood itself is doing that. It should. So if I go, okay, I will look into the error later because today stream is not about that error, but that's a bug. What possibly can happen on a smaller screen. I'm on a 4K, so I know maybe many of the players will use a 2K monitor. So I have to check that out, but back to the buffs. Okay, so now I have the information, or not all, but some of the information I have, which I needed to do the lives. So the buffs, a couple of buffs are here, and I can add the animal name, and then I can add also the description of the animals, and the portrait is correct. Yes, so the rest is correct. I can build that screen. The one more thing what is needed is I need to associate this with the levels. Okay, so there is an animal ID on the levels, which is 0 at the moment because this is not a used value. It's just a placeholder. So how that would work? Let me just think that through. You're really catching me in the process because I need to think this through in the moment. So okay, so if there is on the level, yes, I think it's better if it's per level. So in the level, I can write in the animal ID or the buff ID, and that's level is where it makes it available. So whatever I can make a scan on the levels, and whichever level is finished. Let me see. Logged or finished. Let me see. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So logged, which is unlogged. Why is not finished? None of them looks finished. Unlocked is available. Finish is done. Oh yes, because okay, it was just set up that way. But if I'm already at level 3, then everything else before that should have been finished in theory. Okay, so I have to check if a level is finished and then get the Apple ID, animal ID, which is allowed to get unlocked. So that's correct. So I need animal ID here and the way to look that up, which I can query down the right animals. Okay, so I will need then these assets. I'm just wondering if these assets are managed in the level controller. However, I don't want to query it down from the level controller. Or level manager, because I don't want to tightly connect this. So I will make either I make events. I definitely need to make events because if an animal get freed, then I need to update my screen, or anytime when I open the screen, then it reads out the values. That's the 2 ways to do. This one is actually because I only need these animals shown only on that screen. Yes, so I could just get all these levels in a list in the buff selector. And also I need all the buffs in the buff selector. Yes, that's all. Okay, I have the concept now. Let's do that. I'm not sure how much of this made any sense, really. In my head it made, which is the most important at this moment, and I will show you guys very soon how. Okay, so then on the buff selector, I would like to make a new script, and this is a manager script. So we put in the manager folder and we create a new C# script, which is why is a behavior script? Mono behavior. Okay, let's call it Buff Selector. Is it a controller or a manager? It's a controller. Which means, I mean, maybe in the wrong folder. There's one for buffs, but that's just buff details, locations, managers, UI builder. Okay, it goes over to UI builder because it's not a manager script. It's a controller of the UI builder element. Yes, well, I have some managers here as well, but that is again in the wrong folder in my opinion. I will not change that at the moment. Oh, I can. Manager script goes there. I organized my files recently, and since that I don't find anything. Okay, so okay, we have to rename that, but controller. Okay, so I will go this, and it's at there. And then I probably need the event when I want to open this. Because we want to open it when we click of the edit button. Okay. I will check what kind of buff actions we have. But before that, let's just name this correctly. Okay, I will not need update here. And okay, so I can grab over a lot of stuff from the other ones. Because I need UI elements, I think. Do I need input system? It's not opened by a keyboard, a specific keyboard. We open this by clicking the buffs, the buff selector. So I don't need input system. I'm not switching scenes. Yeah, so UI elements I need. I may need more mountain tools. No, I don't need that because those are effects. Okay, let's see this. I need that one. And then I need the basic. I need to grab the UI element. And I need the root element. Probably I want to put the root element. Is that a visual element or a root visual element? I'm not that sure how I did this. Looks like I always grabbing it. Ah, no. Here. No, it's just a visual. Okay. So I will need one for the root visual element or root. And I will need definitely for array for the buffs. Public list of what's the name? Just buff. Just buff. And then I need for the levels. Levels. I have to double check this. So this one is a buff and levels is no, it's multiplication serial, not level, because it's per serials. Maybe I should close the extra ones, what I'm not working on. I want to keep that one open, but I don't need this. Level manager. Okay. No, completely lost. Where were I? Not levels, but multiplication serials. Okay. And then what I want to do is technically this, but with one small difference. Root is stored. All right, so I will have a cancel and save button. And I also will have a bunch of other buttons, but I don't care much about that. Maybe yeah, I need the buttons so I can open and close the. So let's get only the cancel button at the moment. And then we will do a close. Yes, okay. So I have to check the name of the button. Oh, it's already, I have errors. Oh no, it's fine. Fixed itself. So let me see these two buttons. Don't have a class. Should have. It has, but only Unity button. Okay, in that case, let's give it a name. Let me think. So let's call it cancel button. And then the another one is save button. let's say. So this one is cancel button, and I want it's extracted, and then save button also extracted there. All right, so that's mean I can do that, and then in case, okay, both click, yeah. So I have to do both register for navigation submit event and click event, because one of them is for mouse, the another one is using the controller, for example. So not play, but it will be close. Close. I don't know if close is allowed name or not. We see if it's complaints or not. Okay, and then I don't want to call this play button, but I want to call it cancel. I know I shouldn't just copy stuff over, but it's easier. And then close, which okay, I can't really put this here. I think we're not able to close itself. Oh, it is, because this is not a canvas, so I can do hide like this possible to. I'm looking for example what I can show. Main menu. Toggle. Yes, toggle. So update menu. Yes, the root visual element. And then takes main menu, and it's just, for example, on that case, just shows or hides. Okay, let me see what would be equivalent of the main menu for us. I think the Buff Selector holder. So let's add the class on it. I singed in my chair. Okay, so if a Buff Selector holder, great. Let's save and then close that. So I want to use the Buff Selector holder. Okay, I need to be able to open when is it open? It's open when I get a message to open it, pretty much. And okay, so I need to have an event for that, but I can close it myself. Or okay, I need to have an open and a close technically, or I can have the same kind of functionality where I have a menu state or a state of the. So pretty much I could do the same way, except that I don't need toggle. I would just have an update menu state with the state passed in, because I'm not toggling this. I'm just opening and closing it on very two different events. Yeah, okay. So I want something like that. So I don't want close. I want update state menu, and I want to have boolean as state passed. My question: can I say? I'm not sure if I can say it fast there. Can I? Okay. And I want to use the. I want to grab buff state order as the. Let's just call it menu, or buff selector. Buff selector. If the buff selector exists and the style state and the state, then just do this kind of open close functionality. Maybe I could inherit, because I think I use it in at least 2 places, and then I don't need that. Okay, so in theory now I can close it, and I need to be able to open it, and for opening it I need to send the event, and for now I will ignore that because I want to work on the main part of the selector. Hi viewer, welcome to the channel. So what I'm working on, I'm making this selector working, and the first part is I'm trying to make it to be closable, and then I will pull in all the icons and then those texts. Well, okay, I probably want to able to hide this part as well, because if you didn't click any of the animals, then I don't want to show really that window, only after. So maybe that will be another thing what I want to keep there. Okay. Okay. Selector I have. Cool. Okay, let's try that. So in theory, I could able to close it. We put that up on the top for now. Okay. I'm not really hearing the clicking, which already should be. And yeah, it's not working. Is the all right? Okay, well, something I'm not picking up. Cancel button. Cancel button. menu. Oh, were there any errors? No. I didn't see any errors. And the button audio thingy didn't pick it up as well. Unity. It's have to be a Unity button to make it work. And I think they are. Unity button, yeah. And I think all of these are Unity buttons as well. Yes. Okay. Anyway, I will check that. Let's pull in the buffs, and then depending on which one is unlocked. It's hard to see which animal I start with. I have a list. Okay, wait, I have a list which has the right order. It's a beautiful spreadsheet which is telling what animal is where. So first one is the kangaroo. Which one is... Okay, let's fill out all these buffs. So the kangaroo has the jump ability, and the name of the kangaroo is Krios, I think. A moment, I have to find the right. Yeah. Sorry, I have a list. But the name, I didn't copy in the names and the descriptions. That one is in another document. Krios. Okay, so the name is Krios. And then also the buff the buff name is actually high jump, and the description I have as well. Okay. Krios, the energetic kangaroo. Cool. And then the image is correct, okay? Then for okay, second buff is the rhino, which has the charge ability. Yes, and then the name. Oh, RS. Which is the God of War. And then its description. And then the ability name is charge, that's correct. And And I have a nice description as well for the text. Okay, that's 2. Let's just put in one more, and then with that one, I think I have only 3 platforms opened at the moment. And anyway, I will just put in the first 3 for start. Or even 2 is fine, but let's have the third one. And then the third one officially is the cat. Okay, Artemis. Definitely Artemis. And that has the healing ability. The description. The name will be 9 lives. And I have the buff description. Okay, cool. Okay, let's load this in. So let me get the first 3 in there. So I say buffs. And the first one was the jump. And then after that was the charge. And then the third one was the heal for the cat, right? Okay. So I have the first 3 of them in. And I will ignore the levels. So which one is need to be hidden and not. At the moment, I just load in the first 3 and I place them in. And update the first 3. Or first, I should put question marks everywhere. And then just update those ones what actually I have available. Okay. And I still don't know why my cancel button is not working. Update menu start. It's possible something is on top of mine. No, I don't think so. Okay, so I need to grab the animal buttons. So I have to get all the buttons which named animal. How did I do that before? No, this is just one button. Where did I do this? I did this. No, I have to grab all the images, not the buttons at the moment. Buttons as well is important, but at the moment I need to get all the images. So, wondering if I did that somewhere. In the map, yes. Okay, this is not exactly what I was after, but why not? And there is a map menu. Yeah, that's the one where I did this. Yeah, I have to use. Okay. So I need to get all the buttons, not all the visual elements. Okay, so I need to grab all the visual elements. I will check by this note. It's probably cancel button. Maybe I could grab this by the name itself, not the class. Oh yes, yes, definitely. I know why it didn't work. Okay, animals. Because you have to do query and then class, or to get by class. I didn't grab it by class, that's why. And then let's call these animal. Icons or buff icons. Buff. Let's use buff because buff icons, and then let's say buff icons are private list of the visual elements. Those are the buff icons. And then animals or animal, I'm not sure. But let's check anyway. I have to go there and check the name of the cancel button. Something broke, but doesn't matter. So let's see, cancel button. That's the name. That's the reason it didn't work, because that's the class name. Cancel button is the name. And then I'm not sure if that's correct, or I need to use the, yeah, that's the class, probably not the name of the element. Okay, let me see, buff selector element. I probably have to do like this, crop like that. So take the buff selector holder, and then yes, because that's a visual element, and then it has a star class. Okay, but these ones we grab by class, and let me just make sure these ones has a class called animal. And, oh, it's animal, and then this one don't have a these buttons, but that's our next problem. That's the next problem. I didn't progress too much, but I kind of start to have the concept what I want to do. And then we need a for each, similarly to the map. Because they're registering events on it. Is that possible, the list of animals changing while we have this open? No. It's always when we open, we can get the fresh version of it. It will never change while it's open. I mean, which animal is available. That one is always available. Okay, so I need a for each. And then I need to be able to change on visual. Oh, what's that? Visual element icon in buff icons. want to set them. Not for each. I need a 4. I'm actually more tired than I thought when I said, okay, let's do a stream. I can feel it now. So int e equals 0. Int e while e is less than normally it would be the buff icons, which is the available buttons, but let's do it the another way around. So it is the count of the level, no, the buffs, and then it will not break. I think it's count. I did a lot of TypeScript recently, so I have to fall back to C# a little bit. Okay, so oh yeah, we need that too. Okay, so we go through it, and then oh, that's a list as well. I think it gives a list. Yeah, to list. Count is can I the count is equal then it should be I minus 1, I think. If the icons count. Not I minus I plus 1. My brain is not working right now. So I start from 0. Buff icons start from 0. If the count is I just want to make sure I'm not getting a null one. I'm missing out of index 1. So if the buff icons count, because I have 2 arrays, buffs are the animals, the buff icons are coming from the visual elements. Those are the boxes. So there will be always more of the buff icons then. Okay, I don't need to check this. I know it's risky not checking it, but it will never happen because oh, could it have? No, it could be. No, it never. That holder is always larger or the same size. I want to have one empty. If somebody want to just remove the buffs and don't want to use any, then it's possible. They don't want them temptation, but there is no reason why that number would be ever smaller. The icons one. Except if something went wrong. Okay. Well, then already things broken. If that happens, everything is broken. I want to know it. So buff icons 0 style on background image. Okay. Let me think for a moment. I think it's background image. That should be equal with the buff dot. Okay, I need to know the buff. I want to see a buff, so I know the name. No, I actually have it open here. So buff active thumbnail. It just should be thumbnail. But sprite, but that's already a sprite, right? That's stored as a sprite. Okay, because 3 of them exist now, and we're not doing anything with levels. Okay, that should be, but I says I have a namespace visual. Okay, let me see. Visual, which line was that? I use this multiple lines, so if one line broken, then I just misspelled it, most likely. Element. It's most likely just visual element. No, and I have 2 errors. Ah, no, because it's went ahead. Root element does not exist in the current context. This buff does not contain definition of active thumbnail. That's probably right. Because buffs I is the one that contains the right. So that one, but it says no root visual element. That's interesting. Oh, root element is not exist. Okay, I keep getting more. Style background is not. Okay, that's setting it there. But 24. Line 24. That's not 24. Ah, this one. There is no root element, of course, it's root. And that was correct. And then this is the last one, which is the problem. It is background image. Okay. I have to check the documentation a moment. background image. Okay. Looks like I have to do a little bit more fancy to do this. So it's a new style background. And then sprite. Can I just get it from here? I don't know. Or I have to use resource to do that. I check. I will see. I have no idea. I never. Okay, the error was now a different place. That's good. 24. Line 24. Oh, because these animals are visual elements. Not buttons. Copy code. Okay. And now if I go back. Oh, it's fun to work with the UI toolkit. Ah, that's misspelled again. No. Okay, so one thing I check first. I'm curious if the icons will be updated. No. And the another thing, can I cancel out? Cancel works. So that part works, but it did not load the icons from here because it should replace the first three of them. And then okay, let's replace all of them to a question mark. Do I have the question mark as I need to have that separately as a sprite. Public sprite. Question mark. And then that one we do buff icons. Buff icon dot style. Okay, and I would like to know if we really find these. Okay, because maybe that number is 0 and we're just not finding them. But then it would throw me error, I think. That's interesting. I didn't go to error, and I didn't really get the debug either. This is on start, so this should always run. that make sense? Oh, I should not do it too long because I have to wake up very early tomorrow. Or today. Oh yeah, okay. So we have the cat in place. The rest is erased. And we got 15. Okay, so we get 15 items, which is correct. Because it's 5 times 5. 5 times 3 times 5, I mean. And so we get them, but it looks like showing just the sprite is not really the way to do. I may have to actually load the resource, which is slightly annoying. Okay, there are multiple ways to set it. Wait. There is the resource load, texture, the spot to texture, no, we have to actually load the resource. And I need the path of the texture, not the texture itself. I show you guys what I mean. So it says either this is only works in the editor, so that the fine texture will not work with when we are built the application. So either use the asset database, or I use the style background asset, okay, or resource load. So then I again need the name, or again I need the name. Okay, so my question is, when is a sprite, what kind of information I have on sprite? Unity sprite. Can I ask its name? So sprite has border bounds, packing mode, pixel count, red sprite, atlas text to scale, name, the name of the object, but I don't need to, the name of the object is not good enough. It's need the resource name, if I understand correctly. So instance ID, no. Border bounds, packing mode, packing rotation, pivot, pixel per unit rect. Sprite, atlas, texture, scale, no. Texture itself, UV, vertical. So the sprite itself will not know where is it coming from or what is that. That's a bummer. Okay. Okay, we have to load it as a resource. I don't know if I place these into a resource folder, so let's see. Let's see these images. Okay, let me open the Buff Selector. So if I get the animal and then I go, where is this? Animal portraits, I guess it's in illustrations. No. I'm using it on the the one more place. Ah, this one. Ah, but that one is how I do. Okay, moment. I know I do this. I thought I never done this, but I did this before. Buff active thumbnail. Style background. So this is the right way to do. Okay. Icons. Okay. Style background image equals new style background. That should work. So, okay, I think one of the question marks didn't work because I actually didn't set them. So let's do that first. So I will set it. So that should work actually. I don't need the fast. I know because I use that on the select or the buff UI element. So that should actually work. Okay, so what I didn't know, I didn't set the question mark. Okay, I have not that, and if I run it now, the question mark should show up. Maybe the layout will be not perfect, but it should show up. Yes, okay. Didn't show up in the first one. Okay, that could be for multiple reasons. One is my code started to work, but just partially. The another possibility, if this one is not the right class, but it is an animal, and then that's animal, okay. So it looks like, okay, I uncomment that out, so I just see the first one. That means now that all of them should work. If not, then I will be concerned why for each don't do its job. Okay, so it's doing it, and then it fills. So the second this code fill. Oh, okay, I know why. I only placed everything in the first one, the first element. Tired. Okay, so if I run it now, I should see the first three elements is placed in the first three animal. It's in its place. Yes. Perfect. Then let me add in the. I have a few more, and then I can set up with the levels. So make sure only those ones are visible. Which level is already opened? For that, let me add in the other ones. Okay. Then let's show me those, and then let me see on my spreadsheet the right one. Next one. Cat, ostrich. After that, the ostrich, which gives you speed. Okay, and the ostrich is name is Hermes. And then gives you, oh wait, Hermes. Speed search. And then a nice description. We will see that soon. Okay. And then if I add now to the buff selector, we add the ostrich, which has the speed buff, then we will see that one as well. Yeah, nicely working. I'm curious how is it breaks to the next line. Okay, so after that, the next one will be the lion, and I don't have a lion. Yeah, I don't have the lion yet. I don't have the lion yet. Okay, let's create a new buff called echoing roar, or let's just say roar, or echoing. It's actually important, echoing roar. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't care about the ID. It is only to be in order. It's only for really make sure it's unique. But other than that, I don't care. Okay, the lion is no. Wait. Okay, I should have fixed this. So the name is Heracles, after the Greek hero. All of them, if you notice, are after Greek heroes. And I probably have to. And the buff name is Echoing Roar. fix the names. Sorry. Okay, it's a little bit too much fluff there. Okay, and then the description. I changed the name. And I just have a draft here because okay, I don't care. I will fix this later. Yeah, I don't want the name of the game. Okay, so I have no idea how is this will work, and I don't have even I don't have even these for because this will be a new ability, a new everything, and I don't think I made a lion. Yeah, I don't have a lion at the moment. I will use something else at the moment. Maybe I use the panda. And yeah, I have to update those. So it's slightly annoying, but I will fix that when I have time. I have to make a icon and everything. So I don't have the lion. That's what's the thing, but that's the number, the next number, and then elephant and the wolf, right? Oh no, actually, no, that is correct. Elephant and the wolf, and that's it. Okay, the elephant has the memory one, which is also don't have it. Yeah, I also don't have a buff for it. So let's put in the wolf. So I don't want to waste time with this. Just I want to see how is it breaks to the next line. And the wolf is the reveal, not reveal, uncover. Yeah, the wolf. So let's just do that one, and then I add this two in. Well, the elephant, I have the icon. I just don't have the buff finished for it, but I need for the next demo what I want to create. Okay, Apollo. So this will go quick. Apollo. And then wolf howling. My pronunciation is leaving me this late in the morning. Early in the morning. Late in the night. Something like that. Okay. Let's just drop these in and see how is that breaks. So I want the roar, and then I want to add the howling they will work very differently. The holding the one removes most of the bad tiles and give you the 3 possible answers, while the echoing rower will be work like an echolocator. So it leads towards you the right one. I think that's quite straightforward. Okay, so if I run now, I should see 6 of them breaking to a new line. And I hope it goes here. Yes, okay. So yeah, he's the lion, will be, and then I have the elephant. Very good. Okay, so I need to be able to put the B and the X to depending on, and the Y depending on what kind of which controller, which one is selected. But also first I have to, depending on the level unlocked, I need to show the right animal. So here we come. Well, I take from the level editor, level manager, level controller, that should be a manager, and I say show all. Okay, and then can I just select them all? I don't want to do this one by one. Copy. Okay, I can. And here I just paste. Now this one looks like crazy copy pasting variables. However, these are, don't forget, these are all scriptable objects, so there is only one exist of them. And it's not likely changing other than when there will be some extra levels created. Oh, wait. Yeah. I was in running mode, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. I have my question mark and I have all the levels in. Now, I have to run through the levels, and I have to tell on the levels, like so these are the IDs 1, so I have to know the IDs of each, which I don't really have somewhere else, but let me just make a new ID. So let me just write up. The kangaroo is jumping, has the ID of 5. How I say it doesn't matter to be in the order. What is matters is I know which one is where. So the rhino has the charge ability, which is ID 1. Okay, I just write it up on my spreadsheet, and then I can much easier and quicker type just in. And the cat is 4. 4. And the ostrich has the speed ability, which is 8. See, it's not really in the order how here appears, or how is it in the list even. And then the lion will be the echoing roar, which is 10. And then the elephant I don't have. But I have the wolf. And the wolf is the uncover, which is 9. Okay. The elephant I will put in and it will be 11. But let's just not jump ahead anyway, because how I reorder them on the list here, that order they will appear. So that's kind of fine, because then I have a really easy way to order them. The only thing is now I have to go through these ones, and what I want to do is give the buffs as quickly as possible. As you see, there is every island has 2 gates, and question was, do you have to do both to unlock the animal, or one of them you do and then you unlock the helper? And while logically it sounded more like, oh, you have to do both, but I wanted to give the helpers as quickly as possible, because they make the game really fun. So if you unlock the first one, then you get it. Anyway, to progress forward, you have to do the second one. So the first one, the red ones, will always unlock the animal, free the animal, and the blue one unlocks the chance to progress to the next island. So that's the logic. So I will put always on the normal level, not in the randomized, the blue one. So when you do the first one, will unlock the first animal, which the ID is 5. When you do level 2, that unlocks the next animal, which is the ID is 1. And when you do level 3, it unlocks the next animal, which has the ID of 4, which is the cat. And then level 4, when it's finalized, of course, it unlocks the ostrich with the speed, and then the lion, level 5, and level 6. Normally that would be the elephant, but now it will be the wolf, which is 9. I will rearrange this. I have the not the marathon, but there is a similar extra level, which I wanted to put the wolf on, but maybe I put the elephant there. Why not? Elephant has a really good buff with a cool thing going on there. Okay, something I'm missing. So 1, no, 5, 1, 4, 8, 10. Okay, and 9. Okay, and the other ones at the moment will not unlock anything. So now, if I cross-reference this in the code to which one to unlock, so not enough is the buff is exist. I have to check if this will be tricky. Okay. Let me think of this. So I have the level, and the level have the ID, the animal ID, right? Level have animal ID. Let me open that here and then it's easier. So, okay, and then I also have the ID here. So the buff has the buff has the ID. So if buff I need to use more complicated query here. Okay. Okay, let's pull in because it's really late in the night. Let's pull in and ask ChatGPT on in Unity. I got a list of levels, doesn't matter. I don't think it's called levels. Multiplication serials. Yes. Which has an animal ID which contains animal ID and finished. I think it's called finished. Contains int animal ID and bool finished. I want to check if buff ID or ID is contained is in the list. Is in the list and market finished. Please use create a function. Okay, let's just try that and let's see what it throws out for me. Okay. ID to check. Okay. So if, all right, so I need to adjust a little bit, but buffs e.id and finished. So if the multiplication serial, which is not multiplication serial, but levels, if levels any, oh, I don't like when it says ms level, I don't like to shorten it like that. Level. So if the level animal ID equals the buffs ID and the level is already finished, then show the animal photo. And also we will make the button available and whatever. That's probably next week or next time. I want to do this at least fortnightly, but maybe weekly. And a probably better day than a Friday evening. I would wish to do this on Wednesdays or Thursdays or even earlier in the week, when more people are likely to watch than this day, because this day everybody's partying. Okay, well, I think I started to progress with this. It's a good start. Okay, so now it will depend on which level is finished. Okay, so if I go back, let's see if there was no errors in it. Oh, there is. Do I need to include? Okay, moment. I know where to check. I need to include something. Serial generator has no. Yeah, link. Okay, so okay, just spelling. Case problem. That's when I let ChatGPT write code. Yes, it's animal ID and finished, I think. I'm not sure actually. Looks like maybe compiling now. Yeah, that's compiled. Okay, now let's check what levels are actually set. Okay, let's say we finished level 1. Oh, why I'm not seeing my levels? Okay, and then we finished this one. And we finished that one. And then finished that one. And you know what? Level 3 as well, and that's the last one. Because that one is logged. And Level 6. Wow, that's interesting. It's locked, but I think that one is unlocked. That one will not disturb anything. Fine. I will be curious how well this works. Okay, so I did that. However, there is a chance these one get overwritten. Let me make sure it's not happening, and I have a tick box for that. Level controller, demo state, yeah. Oh, okay, save first. So when save first on, then that's for me a helper. That means all these data first will be updated before it loads into the game. So now, yes, I only see the first 3. The reason is because those ones are the one what unlocked. The other ones are not unlocked at the moment, which is awesome. Which is awesome. Okay, so I'm able to load in here the animals. I'm able to limit them by the level. At the moment, the buttons are not active. First, I need to be able to select it. And then I can pull out these informations. And then I also, if it's selected, after that pushing the right button, 1, 2, 3 or X, B, Y on the controller selects the right ones. Yeah. I'm happy with that. I would be nice if I can do this, but it's already very close to 2 hours. So I will try. I will at least try to pull out the name of the first one or something, and then place it there. Okay, so I need the information on those elements. So details label, details description label. Okay, let's look for details label and let's pull this as a okay. So what I need to have a private selected. Okay, this means the one which is selected at the moment. Or active. Let's call it active animal. Okay. And gives me the ID in the list. Okay, active animal. Then let's start. Let's set this active animal to 0 as a start, and then when we do this, oh no, okay, I need to grab the text label. Well, I need to grab the text label, I think. No, again, something fun. So what type of, what's this? It's a label. I think this is a label. Yeah, it's a label. Okay. It is a label. So let's get a label. I think I Because this was something by click changing, I have to store this. Label. No, it's just label. Label. Details label. It's fine. So details label equal root query label. Oh no, not query label class, just query down a label which ID is details label. Okay. Then it will be interesting. Text, style text. I'm not sure exactly what the name, but details label style dot, just a moment, details label text. This is attribute style sheet. If it's attribute, is that style or just text? Equals buff. What's this buffs now? Buffs. What is buffs? Buffs. Active animal. And then the buffs has buff has animal name. So that should change from Apollo to something else. Whoever is the first, Krios or something, the first animal, but we have error. Yeah, I talk so because it says it's attributes. Then maybe is that text? I don't know how labels work on UI toolkit from top of my head. No, they don't have a text. Do you have a text? If not, then I have to check what they have. Well, looks like that's compiling. If it works, then I will be very, very happy. Yes, Krios. That's correct. So it's pulled the first one. And then let's pull the rest out, and that's not really hard. Okay, the next element. Now let's stop then. Running the next element of this one, which is also has its own label. Yeah, I'm just typing label. It's not really knows the UI toolkit one. It's not giving me any of the options. And then animal. I think it's animal description. We'll see in a sec. That's correct or not. I think to finish this up, I need another day or two to completely make everything work on it. And not day or two, like a session like this. 2 more. This was 2 hours, right? So maybe 4 more hours to finish this. Maybe 6 maximum. And then I just have to add 2 more buffs in. And then this part is completely ready for the demo. The second version of the demo and 50%, no more than 50% finished. Now I'm with the buffs for total all buffs. So that's already sounds good. I'm getting close. Oh, by the way, let me just see that if that was correct. Oh, maybe that's not a label. It's not breaking. Okay, that's something what I have to figure out. Most likely it's not a question of yeah, because I use the label. Yeah, but I think I break it with just hitting enter here and there. I need to be able to auto break this. Display tooltip. Oh, text binding path. Okay. It's puts in the right text, but not breaking it correctly. I have to figure out how I do breaking that. You know, on a web, that would be the normal. I have to set a variable to not break. Ah, here, wrap. But it's on over wrap. Okay, let's try now if I wrap it. That's probably will be fine now. No, didn't wrap it. Okay, I have to figure out why. That one not, but I don't do that right now. I do that off screen. And I tell you next time how to do that. It's probably just a setting somewhere. Okay. Let me not wrap this, or then I can see this what is happening. Okay. So me it's relative. I would expect this one actually wrap it. Oh, it's the flex itself wrapped, but not the text. Okay, let me see. Text. Ah, okay. That will be here. Wrap text. Ah, perfecto. The size not, but let's set that 500. And then, okay, and now, sorry, should have saved. Save? Can't save while I'm playing. Save. And now if I play, then that text should be correct. All right, that's good, but I have to make sure the text is not crazy long like that. Or make it wider. The whole box could be. I did like the design like that. I will see. It may make it smaller, or just make sure this one is not too verbose. This text, or maybe even I don't want to make partially scrollable or the whole things, because this is the most important, the rounds and instance and stuff like that. I think it just should be a little bit shorter, the text. I will see. Okay, that's the next step. But it kind of works. The first two is already there. The rest can be done the same way. Getting there. All right. Okay. So I think that will be for today. Thank you for watching, and then I will continue to do this regularly. I will actually post when I do the next one beforehand. No, I will not just do this kamikaze way when it's just jump in and do it. So just if you subscribe, please, that's always helps a lot. And also look out for notifications then when the next one is coming. Thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye.